Here's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bears take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going left side, it's complete.
Trubisky's
and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A pickup of 18.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Jeremy Chin, the safety out of Southern Illinois. Maybe a lot of people didn't know him in the lead-up to the draft, but they know about him now. You can line him up anywhere in the secondary. He can play almost a linebacker spot at times, but also can get downfield and make plays on the football. A big-time play by Jeremy Chin.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Joey Slide.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Stephen Weatherly just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud, 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
On second down, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 20.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Bridgewater's.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Robertson Harris on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
After one, 7-0. On EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Bears nothing.
Second down at 5. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in and couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah,
I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Bears.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Darren Lee there to get him down.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
3-yard line.
Trubisky will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
The tackle made.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater now. Open man is Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Switch gears.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Bridgewater. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
Chicago Bears believe they got a steal getting Cole Kmet out of Notre Dame, the tight end, in the 2nd round, because on most boards, he was a consensus #1 tight end. He can block, catch the ball downfield, and it was funny talking with a scout right before the draft, and he told me, I think there's a lot more receiving ability for Cole Kmet than people think. We just saw evidence of it on that last play.
And firing a deep ball for Kmet. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's got Miller. 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Sly on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 59, Mike is 59.
Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own. And he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Second and 11 now.
Check, 59. It's been a long day for you. Mike, check, 59.
Bridgewater. and that is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it'll bring up third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
29-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. The first carry for Trenton Cannon.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. So
they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Bears. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 35. Bears 21. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They give to Cannon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
He's taken down.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Caught by Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
To David Montgomery.
Give him 6 yards in the first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
13 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
The end of the third quarter of play with the score Panthers 35, Bears 21.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
3-yard pickup.
Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
The Panthers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 27th, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller.
Trubisky.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Anthony Miller.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. K1 short, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Trubisky will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
49-yard line.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Jalen certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check safety, check safety.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7.
Trubisky to throw.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Today's final score.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. Do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Carolina, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.